Wow, what a message from the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, representing the message of Captain Ibrahim Traoré on behalf. So, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, the message is calling us, the children of Africa, to come together to fight against imperialism and neo-colonialism. Captain Ibrahim Traoré himself and Burkina Faso itself cannot achieve this battle. This battle needs all of us, black people around the globe. I know among of us, we are perpetrator, we are betrayer, we are traitors, but we Africans who have a goodwill, we have to go and induce and change those people who want to betray us, who want to destabilize us, and telling them that we are Africans. Don't be used to destabilize our continent. That's why if you listen the song of Buffalo Soldier, Africans were taken from Africa to fight for America. So we have Africans who looks like me and you, who will fight for these exploiters, who will be on the side of exploiters. So we need to tell them the time has come, and we need to expose them. We have seen some of our leaders betraying us. They sold our resources. We have seen some of our leaders work with those who are destabilizing our continent, you see, and yet they know very well that these people want to destabilize our continent, not because they want maybe peace. They want Africans to be at conflict for them to have access to our natural resources. Under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who has succeeded to bring Africans together around the globe, Africans, we are saying, the time is now. Let us not hand to Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Let us move far away. We need maybe every month to have a rally, to call each other and to say we want this and this. We want unity. I've been saying these things many times. The thing that is undermining Africa, and that's why others are not respecting us, it's because Africans, we are divided. We are divided in such a way we are not supporting each other. This time we have been trying to come together, but it is not enough. We need all of us to speak one language, language of unity, language of love, language of peace. All of us around the globe, even our leaders. Till now, you didn't hear anything from African Union leadership. You didn't hear any support from these political leaders, except this young leader of EFF and MK party in South Africa, and these socialist parties. But many these ruling parties in the continent, they kept silent. So we need to tell them the time for we Africans to be betrayed is over. Now we want a working Africa. We want Africa that can challenge United States of America. We want Africa that can do business in a win-win situation with China, with Russia. We don't want Africa that is exploitive. So Traoré and Burkina Faso in general and Africans have sent a clear message to the world that the time for Africa to be dictated is over. Africans want unity. Africans, we are waiting someone who will bring them together. Right now, they have got Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Let us embrace a unity, peace, and calling each other to unite. We want Africa that is developed, and we can develop Africa if we can come together. Family, friends, for Africans around the world, we have one task. This generation, we have one task: to liberate this continent economically. How is it possible? A continent that is so rich in terms of resources is the poorest continent. How is it possible? Black people are the poorest people in this world, while God given black people everything. If you talk about weather, good weather, you talk about Africa, we have all kind of weather. If you talk about cold places, you find in southern part of the continent, in northern part of the continent. If you talk about desert, we have Kalahari Desert, we have Saharan Desert. Africa has all kind of weather. If you talk about equatorial weather, where there is big forest, you are talking about central part of the continent, in the Congo forest. If you talk about savanna, where God has given us wild animals, you talk about Serengeti, you talk about Masai Mara, you talk about Manyara, Ngorongoro. Those are just areas where wild animals are living in the continent of Africa. The animal that you cannot find anywhere in this continent, in this world. If you talk about rivers, we have big rivers. We have River Congo, the river that can help Africa to generate enough electricity. We have River Nile. All of us, we know Ethiopia has succeeded to build a hydroelectric dam in the River Nile to power the eastern and northern part of the continent. We have River Zambezi, River Orange. We have River Rufiji, where Tanzania has succeeded to build hydroelectric dam called Mwalimu Nyerere Dam. So we have everything. If you talk about Africa, you are talking about heaven. Africa has everything. God has given us everything. The question is why we are poor. Why Africans, we are behind of others. Why others are coming rich and go back, are coming poor and go back rich. We have seen Chinese coming with nothing, but when they go back rich. Chinese are taking our tortoise. Chinese are taking our animals. They are taking almost everything. Our artifact has been taken from us. For how long shall we continue to support others while we Africans, we are still in the dam of poverty? The time has come for we Africans to see this is not right for us. This is not our position. Our position is where richness is. Our position is where development is. So our unity is very important. And one thing that they fear is unity. And that's why I recognize that even these things that you see happening, it is not happened accidentally. God has created these things purposely for we Africans to come together. So Captain Ibrahim Traoré has come as prophet to unite Africans. Everywhere where you go, you hear the voice of Africans talking about Captain Ibrahim Traoré. So African leaders, whether they like it or not, Traoré is a prophet for African. It's a liberator of this continent. Even if it will be taken tomorrow, Africans, the continent, the history, will remember him. But we know we will protect him until God will decide to take him. But we Africans, we are going to protect him. He came purposely to liberate this continent. So kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you share the video, you like the video, you comment on the video, and also if you are new in this channel or in this platform, make sure that you subscribe. Your subscription is very, very important for we Africans to share information, what is going on right now in the continent, what is going on, what good things is happening, so that all of us, we can have a clear picture. We can have a common understanding about our mother continent, Africa. There's a lot of narration, negative narration about this continent, but we want to narrate positive about this continent. We want to tell the world that Africa is not the Africa of 1960s. The current Africa is the current of revolutionary people. Is not the Africa of cowards. We are united. We will continue to be united, and we wish to unite for the purpose. We should not end in this issue. We need to go beyond. We need to come together everywhere to share. We have this social media. We need to share what we need. Yes, we are protecting Captain Ibrahim Traoré, where we want to go as Africans, where we want Captain Ibrahim Traoré to take us. I think that is very important for us. Yes, we are protecting Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Where are we want to go? Yes, we protect Captain Ibrahim Traoré because we want a united Africa. So all of us, we must have a clear picture Our leaders, current leadership will not bring us a united Africa. So we need to start discussing when we are going to have a united Africa. We need to call another rally for Africans to demand a united Africa. So we need to call a rally of united Africa. When, maybe from now to the year 2030, we want to see a united Africa. A united Africa that will help the people of Congo, will help the people of Sudan, the people of Sahel. A united Africa that will speak with one voice. Right now you have heard the issue of permanent seat in the UN Security Council. Africans want 5 permanent seats in the UN Security Council. I said we don't need all of those things. We need only 1 seat for a united Africa. Well, people are going to give us 5 permanent seats, and those 5 permanent seats in the UN Security Council are going to divide Africa totally. Because maybe we have almost 4 regions. We have ECOWAS, we have Maghreb, we have maybe SADC or East African Community, and we have African Union. So just imagine. So if you give all these 5 regional bodies a veto power, Africa is going to be divided totally. We are going to be disrupted, and we should not accept these things. We want a united Africa. Before going out there, before going to the UN, let us go there as Africans. Let us go there as a united Africa. The way we see a United States of America, the way we see United Kingdom, let us, even Africans, before going there, let us here unite. I know there are some countries that will not agree to unite because they are in the payroll of these agents. But we have to leave them. At the end of the day, leaders will change, and we will find a good leader who have a spirit of Pan-Africanism, who will change things on the ground. So we need to push the agenda of a united Africa. If we will allow to have those 5 permanent seats in the UN Security Council, dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, we are going to be divided in such a way that we will not come together because we have veto power. We will be divided in such a way that Africans will not come together. So we need, first of all, we as the citizens, to push the agenda of united Africa. We want Africa to speak with one voice, and not African Union. You know, we confuse. Don't confuse with African Union. Let us talk about united Africa. There is African Union, then there's also United Africa. We want a united Africa that will be sponsored by Africans, not African Union that is being sponsored by others. We want a united Africa where Africans in the diaspora, Africans in the continent will contribute. If all of us we can contribute maybe $10 US dollars, we can sponsor and we can finance our projects. It is possible. But we need leadership. We need unity. We need love. Because through love, we trust one another. If we don't trust one another, no one will contribute. So, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, I think the time has come. Traoré has shown us the way. Traoré is leading us, and Traoré is with us. So let us use this opportunity with the Traoré to change our mother continent, Africa. Kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, let us not speak for too long because the time is now. Let us give others opportunities to share something different with me. Thank you.